top of the morning to you from where you listen to us right now. Is that time again for AM Sport on Impact's Business Radio 92.5 FM. Your breakfast sport show on radio. Time to take around the world of sport. Exciting reducing sporting stories of all of the news going around in the scintillating and ever buzzing world of sport. This is the first one for the week, and of course a lot to talk about on the program this morning. Welcome on board. I am Kenny Bamidele, starting from the news concerning Super Eagles of Nigeria this morning, and this is coming 6 months after his initial appointment of Super Eagles manager in place of Sagan Oro. The NFF yesterday announced Jose Pizarro as a senior national team head coach. Pizarro was first announced as head coach in December 2021, but the decision was reversed following the sport ministry intervention, and the ministry reportedly did not agree with NFF decision as it did not follow the standard recruitment procedures. With all the grey areas seemingly covered, the Federation announced the appointment yesterday, saying it is with immediate effect, subject to the signing of agreed terms between NFF and Mr. Pizarro. Pizarro, whose full name is Jose Vitor dos Santos Pizarro, is a 62-year-old Portuguese who played as a striker in his days and has wide varied experience coaching clubs and national teams across 4 different continents, namely Europe, Asia, Africa, and of course South America. One man who has gathered enough experience is been with top level clubs like Sporting Lisbon, FC Porto, Panathinaikos, Rapid Bucharest, Sporting Braga, Victoria Guimaraes, Al Hilal, Al Wada, Al Ali Cairo, Sharjah, Real Madrid as assistant coach during the Galacticos era, as well as serving as head coach for the Saudi Arabian and Venezuelan national teams. Is expected to lead Super Eagles for the first time during the upcoming tour of United States of America, which Nigeria will face Mexico and Ecuador in a 8-team friendly. Good one for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Pizarro is now the coach for the team. Join us on Total Sport this afternoon 3:05. We'll take a microscopic look into this and see what to expect from Mr. Pizarro. Alright, moving on, it's AM Sport on Impact's Business Radio 92.5 FM, your daily sport tonic on radio. And this is your breakfast sports show on radio. Now let's talk about some stories. Games played in the Nigeria Professional Football League yesterday, and that's the week 28 of the NPFL. It came to life again. 18 teams across the country, 4 points and of course placed on the log. For Ibr of Aba, they defeated Lobby Stars 2-1 on Saturday at Makurdi as they rose to 6th on the log. It was a case of 3 Samuels in the game as the players came good. Samuel Kalu, Samuel Stone scored for Ibr, while Samuel Ganda put one back for Lobby Stars at the death to reduce the deficit. Relegation battling Heartland defeated table toppers Rivers United 2-0, and it was Sunday Chinedu Tijoke and Bauma who were on the score sheet in the game. Niger Tornadoes also defeated Gombe United 1-0 in Northern Derby. At the Dikpo Dino Stadium in Ijebu, the MFM bounced back from their 6-1 trouncing last weekend against Rivers United to defeat relegation favorite Kano Pillars 2-1. Tunde Aziz opened the scoring for the Lagos team before Jerry Alex leveled for Pillars. Oladayo Alabi scored the winner in the 50th minute to give the home team a glimmer of hope in their fight against relegation. Kano Pillars, one of the league's best teams in the last 2 decades, currently placed 19th on the log. And Super Eagles invitee Ibrahim Buhari said he scored his 6th goal for the season for Plateau United as he defeated Wicked Orange 3-1 in just to close the gap on the leaders. Rivers United, JC Akila, Ridwan Adesina got the other 2 goals for the former champions. Rivers now lead Plateau United with just 4 points after 28 rounds of match, and Katsina United defeated Los United 1-0 as Usman Abdullah's boy shone through the rise of the log. And champions Aqua United 4 Sunshine Stars to a draw in Akure, and it was Tunde Ayen who ensured Aqua got a result against his former team. In Shooting Stars 3-1 loss to Kwara in Ilorin, and of course Okundari blooper was the highlight of the show, and not a good one for Shooting Stars, losing away from home, but still can't take away the fact the team has been in a rich vein of form recently. Remo Stars climbed up to 3rd on the log after defeating the posing Rangers of Enugu yesterday. It was the Shego Gubote directed Sky Blues got their goal through returning striker Sikiru Alimi, who scored his 30th NPFL career goal. The Kada will host Abia Warriors in Uyo in March 28, rescheduled for 25th of May. Rivers United, Plateau United, Remo Stars and Rangers currently hold the top 4 spot on the log, while Heartland, the Kada, Kano Pillars, MFM are battling the relegation zone right now. That is how it is looking shaping in the NPFL right now. It's AM Sport on Impact Business Radio 92.5 FM, your breakfast sports show on radio with Kenny Bamidele. Right now we're moving on. Let's talk about the scorecards of Nigeria players abroad, starting from Spain. all kinds of Nigerian players abroad. Super good swinger Samuel Chukwueze could not save Villarreal from losing as the team lost 2-1 to Real Sociedad in yesterday's La Liga game. Chukwueze, who was making his 25th appearance, has netted 3 goals and bagged 3 assists. The Nigerian international was substituted in the 75th minute for Paco Alcata after having a decent performance. The O's took the lead in the 43rd minute through Francis Coquelin before Alexander Isak leveled the parity in the 54th minute. Martin Zubimendi netted the win in the 73rd minute to secure the maximum point for Real Sociedad. Alright, for Asisat Oshuala, a good one for her. She celebrates Pichichi Award, a Barcelona Femini top scorer, Super Falcons, and Barcelona Femini striker Asisat Oshuala celebrated a Pichichi a win as the Primera Iberdrola was concluded yesterday. Barcelona defeated Atletico Madrid 2-1 in the final of the season with goals scored by Aaron Paredes and of course Atina Bonmati. Amole San Pedro scored the consolation goal for Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid's Van Dongen was red carded while the Bonmati also saw red late in the second half. Oshuala finished the season with 20 goals, 3 assists in 19 games played despite 3-month injury-induced layoff. Can you beat that? That's good one coming from Oshuala celebrating the Pichichi Award with our team yesterday. Alright, let's move on and head straight to Europe, talking about the English Premier League. The race for the top 4 hotting up with a victory for Tottenham against Burnley, but relegation battle also hotting up. We'll talk about all of these, but let's go for this quick break. When we come back, AM Sport continues on Impact Business Radio.
Roma have risen from their ruins. Nonetheless, the Greek god in Rome, the unthinkable unfolds before our eyes.
The stage is set for this year's edition of the grand finale of the prestigious UEFA Champions League. As the boys have been separated from the men, the 2 contenders is now revealed as 13 times champion Real Madrid of Spain will battle with 6 times champion Liverpool of England at the 80,000 capacity Stade de France in Paris.
It will be Liverpool against Real Madrid. What incredible drama we've seen this season.
In the bid to bring in the action closer to you, the ever-reliable sports crew of Metropolitan Broadcasting Services, owners of Impact Business Radio, Ibr92.5FM, and Impact Africa Television, IATV presents the 2022 edition of Night of Champions.
It's an inviting one for Vinicius to chase, and he's got away from Mazraoui. Vinicius and Benzema crushes Real Madrid into the lead in Amsterdam.
This is an opportunity for football fans to celebrate and watch top European football in a carnival-like, cool and frenzy atmosphere. The IBR and ITV 2022 Night of Champions comes with premium excitement and side attractions, which includes red carpet, music, comedy, meet your OAPs, sports quiz competition, PlayStation challenge, rep your club, live game analysis with juicy gifts and products to be won by our loyal fans.
That moment, how they've waited for it, how they have earned
The
it.
2022 IBR and IATV Night of Champions comes up on May 28, 2022. Venue, Mingus Place Hotel, Agric Bus Stop beside Food Court, along Yano Church and Iwo Road Expressway, Ibadan. Venue, Mingus Place Hotel, Agric Bus Stop beside Food Court, along Yano Church Road and Iwo Road Expressway, Ibadan. Time, red carpet starts at 4 p.m. IBR and IATV Night of Champions is proudly sponsored and supported by All Stars Trader, Peace Life Homes and Properties, Mingus Place Hotel, Brent Mall, Jason Combs, Fulton Photography. For more information and sponsorship, please call Isaiah on 0706 093 2899 or Abdulafiz Mr. MVP on 0703 305 8250. IBR and IATV Night of Champions, celebrating top football artistry at the Champions Planet.
We will see you in Paris on the 28th for the Champions League final.
Alright, we all counted down to that one, the Champions Night, the Night of Champions, and that is Champions League final between Real Madrid and Liverpool Football Club. To the sports crew wants to host you, you can come on and of course watch that game 28th of May, Amigos event place. Don't worry, we'll talk about that extensively on the program this afternoon. Join us for Total Sport 3:05 p.m. Alright, let's talk about some English Premier League stories on the program this morning. And Hurricane penalty saw off stubborn Burnley side as Tottenham moved above Arsenal in 4th place and kept the Claret survivor hopes in balance. It was a tense afternoon in North London with so much at stake at both ends of the table. Kane's sport kick in the first half stoppage time proved enough to give his side 3 vital points in their bid for Champions League football. Spurs moved 2 points clear of the Gunners and will stay above them going into the final day of the season unless their North London rivals beat Newcastle at St James's Park today. Burnley fall 18th into relegation zone following Leeds draw with Brighton. The Claret survived some intense early pressure but began to find their way into the game, but it swung on Tottenham's penalty ahead of the stroke of half-time. Davinson Sanchez attempted a flick on the ball in Burnley box and of course saw the ball brush against Ashley Barnes' outstretched arm. Right now, Tottenham are 4th with 68 points, Arsenal 5th with 66 points. Now, looking very tricky for Arsenal Football Club ahead of tonight's game against Newcastle. Alright, still in the English Premier League, Everton have confirmed their assistant police after 2 Brentford players said their families were racially abused in Goodison Park. Striker Ivan Toney and fullback Rico Henry made allegation after the Bees 3-2 win against Everton yesterday in the English Premier League. Henry, who scored Brentford winning goal and of course tweeted he's never experienced something like this, and of course he's not willing to talk about it, but he's got to talk about this one. But don't worry, Everton say the police and of course the officials in Everton are working on that particular one. Alright, for Manchester City, they came back from 2 goals down for the first time under Pep Guardiola to earn a point at West Ham. That means victory for Aston Villa. On the final day we see them crowned champions. City's grip of the Premier League title was looking distinctly shaky at the break as the Hammers led thanks to Jared Bowen's well-taken double. But Dalglish struck for the visitors 4 minutes after the restart, and Wladimir Kuffour headed Riyad Mahrez's free kick into his own net as City avoided defeat after coming from 2 goals down in a top 5 game for the first time since 2012. Good one for City there, but Dalglish struck for the visitors 4 minutes before the restart, and Wladimir Kuffour headed Riyad Mahrez's free kick into his own net as City avoided defeat after coming from 2 goals down. That's in a good one coming from Manchester City, and we don't look devastated at that, but given that the situation they found themselves at the break, with Liverpool potentially having a chance to catch them when they play on Tuesday, and the final outcome was positive for the visitors. For City, it's going down to the final day. Just defeat Aston Villa and they'll be crowned champions at the Etihad. They want to do that. For Liverpool, they hope Steven Gerrard is going to do them some favour and stop Man City from winning at the Etihad. But that's going to be a big task for Steven G. Definitely. Alright, Eric Ten Hag will miss Dutch Champions League Ajax post-season trip to Curacao to start working at United today as he turns his attention to next season at Old Trafford. The incoming United boss oversaw a 2-0 draw with Vitesse yesterday in his final game in charge of the team. Ten Hag will take over from Ralf Rangnick at the end of the season, but he's keen to start preparation as soon as possible. It's looking like Ten Hag is pumped up for this United job. He wants to start immediately and see how he can clean up the mess guys like Solskjaer and of course Ralf Rangnick has put in the club. Alright, in the Spanish La Liga, Barcelona secured the 2nd place in La Liga despite being held to a goalless draw at Getafe, who guaranteed their top flight survival. In a game of few chances, Barcelona had 1 shot on target through former Man City winger Ferran Torres. All of Getafe's on target effort came in the second half. In the first half, as both sides settled for the point they needed for their respective teams, Barcelona will now play Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup next season. That is how it is looking like. The draw also extended Barcelona run of away games without defeat to 15, won 9, drawn 6, the longest streak in the division right now. Alright, other games played in Spain yesterday. Athletic Bilbao at home enjoyed a convincing victory over Osasuna 2-1. Atletico Madrid played at a 1-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano against Sevilla. Celta Vigo needed just only a goal to defeat Elche. Levante got the better of Alaves 3-1. Mallorca did that victory against Rayo Vallecano enough, to take them above relegation zone for now. Real Betis defeated Granada 2-1, and for Real Sociedad, it was a 2-1 victory for Real Sociedad against Villarreal yesterday. Let's move away from that and head to Italy, talking about the race for the Scudetto. In Spain, in Italy rather, and of course in England, the race for the championship in these two leagues will end to the final day. AC Milan defeated Atlanta 2-0, and of course, lead Inter by 2 points in the final day of the Serie A season as both sides won yesterday. Fofio Hernandez scored a superb goal and sealed Milan's 2-0 victory over Atalanta to put them on the path of their 4 Serie A titles for 11 years. The French left back solo run and finished packed-wide celebrations at the Rocco San Siro, with Rafael Leao having scored for the O's. But reigning champions Inter Milan beat Cagliari 3-1 to keep the pressure on. Milan will win at Scudetto with a draw at Sassuolo next Sunday as they have superior head-to-head record in matches against their city rivals. Inter Milan needing to beat Sampdoria and hope AC Milan lose. It turns out AC Milan initially struggled to break down a well-organized Atlanta side chasing European places. However, Junior Messiah's second half introduction as substitute reaped immediate dividends. Good one for AC Milan. Right now they lead with 83 points. Behind them is AC Milan 81 points. Just 2 points separate these two teams. A draw for AC Milan in the next game means they'll be champions in Italy. Let's head to some transfer history before we talk about the NBA this morning. Liverpool lead the race for Birmingham City, Joe Bellingham, and that's the Birmingham City player. And of course, Liverpool and Real are in talks with Monaco over Aurelien Tchouameni. They want to get that player. Alright, for Paulo Dybala is also in the transfer news this morning because he wants to leave the Serie A, this summer. That's the news concerning Paulo Dybala. That's all we can take from transfer news right now. Let's head straight to the National Basketball Association. There will be a new NBA champion this season, there is no doubt, because the defending champions were sent packing last night by Boston Celtics. After a hard 4-7 game series, it will be Boston Celtics that advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals after they pulled out an impressive 109-81 victory over the defending champions Milwaukee Bucks in the Game 7 yesterday. Celtics were down in the series 3-2 after 5 games, but they were able to avoid elimination in Game 6, and they did the same again in Game 7. Now they are going to face Miami Heat for an opportunity to advance to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2010. Grant Williams led the way for Boston, and with 27 points. Jason Tatum had 23 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and of course Jaylen Brown added 19 points, 8 rebounds for the Boston Celtics. As he did in all the series, Giannis Antetokounmpo did everything he could for Milwaukee as he finished with 25 points, 20 rebounds, and 9 assists, but that brother Giannis won't be in the conference final. Sad one for Milwaukee Bucks fans. Unfortunate situation for you all right now. We'll talk about all of this on Total Sport this afternoon. Lastly, on tennis, I guess Swiatek Djokovic claimed Italian Open titles. Thank you very much everyone who have been a part of the program today. To wrap on M Sport at the Monday edition of the program, join us this afternoon 3:05 p.m. where we'll talk about all of these sporting stories. We'll take a look at the race for the English Premier League, the race for the Italian Serie A, the National Basketball Association, and of course the new coach for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Jose Pizarro, who is called the technical advisor. Join us this afternoon, you don't want to miss it. Big ups to my studio manager Bukola Lawal for doing a very good job, and of course one man who ensured we live on Facebook. I call him Bro Shola Jao, for putting us live on Facebook. I am Kenny Bambidine signing out.